ang News.PH sa CNN Philippines. Talagang espesyal ang araw na ito. Bukod sa ngayon sinimulan ang COVID-19 vaccination sa bansa, sinasalubong din ng buong mundo ang Women's Month o Buwan ng Kababaihan. Sabi ng Philippine Commission on Women o PCW, ngayong taon muling binibigyang pugay ang pambihirang papel ng mga babae sa lipunan. Sa temang Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World, isinusulong ng PCW na gamitin ang okasyong ito para pag-usapan at tugunan ang mga isyung pangkababaihan, lalo na sa gitna ng maraming pagbabago dala ng pandemya. Kaya naman makakausap natin ngayon ang dalawang babaeng gumawa ng bagong marka sa kasaysayan. Di lamang sila COVID-19 frontliners, sila rin ang unang mga babaeng pinromote bilang Commodore sa Philippine Coast Guard. Commodore Luz Escarilla at Commodore Fran Eden, magandang gabi sa inyo. Welcome to the program.
Good evening.
Magandang gabi po, ma'am.
Okay, pakikwento muna sa amin kung kailan at ano ang naging reaksyon ninyo nung nalaman ninyo na promote kayo bilang Commodore. Ikaw muna, Luz.
Actually, I was expecting it long time ago. And maybe it was not yet the right time for me. And this time, this is the perfect time for the execution of God's plan for me. But what I felt was I'm really blessed. It's more like a blessing and an unanswered prayer.
Oo, ikaw, so for you, it was expected and it was an answered prayer. So what about for you naman, Fran?
Sa akin, Ma'am Menchu, if there's something good that came out of COVID-19, this is probably God's way of promoting us women because we are really up there holding the line for the Philippine Coast Guard. Like for instance, we are swabbing every day 4,000 OFWs on a daily basis, ma'am.
Oo,
Yeah,
kasi
God's
bukod nga sa pagiging mga Commodore, kayo rin ay licensed doctors, ano? So bago kayo na-promote, ano ba ang mga ibang ginampanan ninyong tungkulin? Let's start with Ma'am Luz.
Actually, I've held the position of a commander, Coast Guard Medical Service, for more than 10 years. Then after that, I was assigned at Coast Guard District Western Visayas. I've handled positions for the line officer, like admin officer, logistics, chief of staff, and at the same time acting this deputy district commander. And then went back to headquarters, and I handled. I was positioned as the commander, Coast Guard Gender and Development, and eventually as the commander of Coast Guard Civil Relations Command.
Okay. Kayo naman po, Ma'am Fran.
I am presently the commander of Coast Guard Medical Service. I am more on disaster management. I am a national instructor of 2 national training programs for Incident Command System and the management of the dead and missing persons of OCD and DILG. So we are collaborating as the Philippine Coast Guard with them.
So it really sounds like in your past roles and now moving forward, mukhang talagang marami kayong responsibilities. Pero ngayon, in your new roles, gaano kalaking responsibilidad ang nakaatang sa inyong mga balikat ngayon? Luz?
Being the most senior, as a Coast Guard officer, being the most senior female Coast Guard officer, napakabigat talaga ng responsibility because you have to be the role model for the other female PCG personnel or for other female Coast Guard personnel. And as far as my profession is concerned, being the commander of the task group quarantine facility, handling this returning overseas Filipinos. Some of them have turned out positive COVID. So medyo mabigat talaga. Risking the safety of me and also my personnel assigned with the task group quarantine facility.
Kayo naman, Fran, do you feel the same weight on your shoulders?
Equivalent nun, hindi ka lagi nakakauwi, ma'am eh. We have to really protect our family. So, where the task group I'm handling, I have over 650 people to protect. And thank God, maybe our commandant, who's very religious, and Admiral Orsavia is so proud that we are the only agencies without any records of death among our personnel from COVID-19 infection, ma'am.
Well, congratulations on that achievement. So ngayon naman, ipinagdiriwang natin ngayon ang Women's Month. Sa tingin ninyo, gaano kalaking impact at inspirasyon ang pagkakaroon ng unang mga babaeng Commodore ng PCG? Let's start with Fran this time.
All the Philippine Coast Guard female officers are so excited with what happened with me and Luz, because we have finally breached the wall. Before, this is not something that happened ever. So first time in the history. So our successors are very hopeful that this would be repeated again in their time.
And Luz?
Yeah, just like what Commodore Eden mentioned, no, this time we proved that women are not more equally efficient with our male counterpart, especially with the Philippine Coast Guard, because before and until now, this is a male-dominated organization. And for me, being the most senior female Coast Guard officer, I've gone through this having, we were just only two female officers then, but this time marami na, and just prove na medyo equal na ang babae sa kalalakihan.
Well, maraming salamat and congratulations on breaking that glass ceiling. Ika nga, licensed doctors at unang mga babaeng Commodore ng Philippine Coast Guard, Commodore Luz Escarilla at Commodore Fran Eden.